No, coming soon. Shamewa, nkebe ke le buditse tsela kaofela. Yeah, I've got one left. Mara, I'm waiting for the graphic designers to finish.
Yeah, I can't wait for the design. I was thinking
Has to
also,
be
man,
worth it.
I've already made like a website, e-commerce website. So manga benifuna ukufaka kuma i-merchandise.
Oh, but any help is appreciated, man. Little or big.
More ready for you guys.
Ah, thank you very much.
Mike, I'm grinding.
Oh, Flip, you.
Now we have our
That's why I didn't even test you.
ghost plan.
When it comes to Santa and Mike's, you're always left out, bro.
Even the other
You're
thing.
always muted for some reason.
Yeah. Unautla ka lentswe, rona la kutomo.
The ghost is muted.
It was okay, but I think we could have done better with editing.
Yeah. Because I noticed how the fact that when sometimes when you are speaking, the camera is not showing you. It's still on wide.
It wasn't me.
Once you are done speaking, that's when it comes to you. And I was like,
Guys, it wasn't me, guys.
even that thing, they are akhuluma nge-Forbes.
Scary fail. How are you feeling about
Forbes? And
episode
we were like,
5?
Forbes.
Yeah. Is
The camera is still
perfect.
I had thought
Okay,
that
I want to bumping a
reaction
video.
was gonna be
So
captured.
what are your highlights for today?
So it was like a concern that about the editing and also the picture quality. I was surprised with
That's
Yeah.
better, though.
it was okay, but then when you look
Sure,
at the
sure,
cameras
sure.
that we're shooting and what you're seeing is like
Damn,
ungathi bayisende nge-WhatsApp.
But you do know when you're being shot, you don't literally look at the
My chance
camera.
screen.
No. You don't.
I think we can start. Everything is good, ne?
Yes.
Yeah.
Light, we're good. Awesome. Lights, camera, action. Wafethu, welcome to Mind Over
Money
Matters.
Matters.
As
Yes,
always, you know, last week's okay, not last week actually. The last episode of Black Text wasn't enough. We
Part
needed a
one.
part 2 actually.
Yeah.
But this time we're not alone. Wafethu. I don't have Jason and Untlex Ngapa. I have another interesting guest with us. You know, it's not just anyone you can think of. He's a lawyer. His name is Robert. Actually,
Danke.
Robert Matsawung.
yeah. He's gonna take us deeper actually into the effects of families in terms of black tax and all of that. Robert, how are you?
Good. How's it, guys?
We're awesome. Thank you so much for coming. Actually,
Well, I was interested when he told me. When Sean told me, I was like, fuck no, I want to be there.
definitely, yeah.
Nangempela. Because I'm a script. Yeah. Yenda. Hi, thank you. Yeah, my name is Sean Mabungu. Yes, I'm here with my fellow citizens. You understand? Yes. Now, it's like so like I was telling him about man, today man I'm going to be shooting, and then he was like, what are we going to be talking about? I was like, now we're going to be talking about black text. You understand that? Hey, umuntu ajamba. He jumped as if like he's like I have
something to say.
I have something to say, you know,
Yeah.
because the biggest take of it all was when he was like black text is black text. Sorry about the text. Black text is one of the reasons why the divorce rate is so high.
Is it?
You know, it's like So I don't know if before like I disturbed the point, if he could like dwell more on that, because he said very interesting things. You know, it's like these things need.
How is it causing divorces?
Not that it's cause it plays a role.
Yeah.
Well,
How so?
If I may, in many cases that I've dealt with, I've seen that when you get married, I mean, you spent years shown single or with your girlfriend, never planned on getting married, right? The moment you get married, they're like, oh hell, ATM yakwal. The bank is now closed. They're gonna hate your wife. For some odd reason, they're gonna hate your wife because now you're no longer providing to them as you used to before you were married. Now you have your own immediate family that you need to take care of. You have your wife, you have your kids. Obviously, you won't take, if you were giving them 5,000, it cuts down now to 1,000 probably, sometimes nothing. Your wife will always feel like your family doesn't want her, which is true. they never want her because now she's eating all your money, according to them.
She's easy.
You know, when you guys have ceremonies and she no longer wants to come to your family ceremonies, it now becomes an issue to you that when I rate ba ko kgetho, that's also you know, and such things, those little things lead to one of the most drastic divorces. You find you are just divorcing because now last time, or she doesn't want anything to do with your family because now she's called a witch. You know, all of those things.
Yeah, they start looking for ways to attack her.
You know,
or when are the kids coming? You've been only giving us girls. Where's
the air?
Yeah,
no, that's what literally happens. And as I said to you earlier on, that it's from Borona to a lot of other things after your death. They want to now control your estate, which I believe you guys are still going to talk about it.
Yeah, we're still going to talk about it.
So such things, you find that you are not happy in your marriage because, one, you have to choose between your family, which you were born into, and your wife, which you're trying to build your own personal family with. I said this to you earlier on that with us black people, when we get married, the wife is getting married into the family, which is different with white people. White people, it's me, my wife, and my kids. Yes, I've got siblings, but it's not my duty to take care of my siblings. I can only help them out when it's necessary.
But isn't it your duty to do that? Because like last time we had this conversation, Usbusiso said black tax sort of came about because of past discretions against black people. Yes, apartheid and all of that. The first workers in the family had to sort of take care of the people, so it makes sense for someone to say ngoba manje sengishade wena or ubhuti wethu sekashade wena manje this is happening.
No, but if we look at it, how is it fair that because I got to become a breadwinner, I took the opportunity to go work or further my studies and get a job?
And who was helping you whilst you were doing that?
No. Look, what I said to Sean earlier on was, your parents have a duty towards you. One, the duty to ensure that you are well fed, the duty to ensure that you have a shelter, the duty to ensure that you get the best education that you can get. Right. As soon as you get a job, you do not have to repay them.
Is it?
If you have siblings, you can give them that stepping stone to get to where you are. You cannot maintain their lifestyles, maintain their habits, maintain their kids and grade. Like it's black tax is worse, guys. Because you find you have a sister that gives birth like a machine. Every 2 years or every year, there's a child. That person does not want to go to school. That person does not want to go find a job. They are reliant on what we spoke of in the car, the grant, social grant. But more on you. Ya ko malome o tla offer 50 rand ya go reka slide, which how the girlfriend in the picture, my girlfriend will say, baby, how's na yona hona yona?
Yeah.
But they'll never understand it.
Sure.
No, which is true. I think there's another side of this, right? Yeah, of course, in the first episode, the introduction was probably black tax came about due, there was apartheid, and then there's a first generation that worked after apartheid. So there's a disadvantage. One generation has been disadvantaged, right? Yes. The other one started working, so they need to help the ones who are being disadvantaged, right? And then also another side of it is Ubuntu. It's part of our culture to help each other, to put a hand actually when someone is down, actually to pick them up and all that. And that's another side of black tax. So saying it's a side of Ubuntu. It's how we were bred to be. It has nothing to do with apartheid. It's long being there.
So if I were to ask you, to what extent do we say Ubuntu?
To what extent do we say?
When
You
like,
see, you're paying to what extent?
Like, where do we now say, okay, sharp,
How do we
ubuntu
set
lo
boundaries?
bengibenzayo.
until
But now you find yourself in a position that you are now questioned about your own salary
Ish.
by people that don't actually have the right to do so. Yes, they were there for you when you were growing up. Yes, they are your family. But do they have the right to now question you about your salary, what you do with it when you say you can't help them anymore? Hence, I'm saying, to what extent do we say Ubuntu?
Rob, there was, I'm sorry guys to cut you, there was this, I'm not sure if it did pass through a law to say, what's the sibling allowance. So I'm not sure.
Oh, I saw, yeah. Basta, what's over ring? Sorry, sorry, Chef, Street. What's over ring? They say your siblings now have a legal right
to ask for things.
To say, Scary, you gotta buy me an Air Force because I know that you afford an Air Force. So, okay, sorry, I think, so much if you have a snam relative. Because it's an reward.
No, hence my question,
And you can take
Sean.
it to court.
Hence my question, Sean, to say, to what extent are we saying this is Ubuntu?
And as long as they're struggling, you still need to help them. That's
it's just
that's okay. Even with the
helping
case,
out and then there's demanding.
even with that case actually that you guys talk. I think it's talking about struggling. It's not really Air Force. If your sibling is going through a struggle, you know, it's your right to help them. That's
true.
Yeah. You in a way you are forced. You can be taken to court if you're not doing anything.
Yes.
Actually, with that, that's
So now,
the law,
okay, can I put it
That's
this way?
now the bylaw.
Okay,
That's
now, sorry.
Yeah.
Now, okay, let's look at it in this angle. Ne? You have that. Sometimes you find there are family issues. Your brother is not talking to you, or you're not talking to your brother. So now imagine that brother doesn't like you, doesn't speak to you, and then you later get told that now your brother is demanding you to buy him a bribe pack. Mara, they don't speak to you.
Well, okay,
that's different.
there's something that I just want to pass it. Sean has a baby, and Sean is not maintaining his baby.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah.
The mother of the baby has a legal right to claim for maintenance from us as the family.
Well, from the family.
Right. Now that's the only extent I'm willing to help.
Yeah.
You understand? Hence I'm saying with this black text, we have to be fair and honest, guys.
Yeah.
One, we are all given the same opportunities at this day and age. If we are going to go back to apartheid, there were people that were given a choice whether to go to school or not.
That's right. Yeah.
You understand? Some of them, yes, they were really disadvantaged. But now this black text, I said it to Sean, it doesn't really kill women, but it kills mostly men.
Yeah.
Mostly men. Yeah. Okay.
Because the moment you get married, hell breaks loose. That's where you're going to see that your family loved you because you were able to provide for them.
Yes. But what are the other races doing differently, Nje, as opposed to us? Like, do we talk about trust?
There's no Asian tax.
Caucasian tax.
White. Yeah.
All right.
Caucasians.
This is why we have such things like old money.
Sure.
You know? When you hear that term old money, you must know these people have built a legacy.
Sure.
Right. There is a trust in place.
Sure.
Black people, when you tell them about trusts and wills, hey, you're insulting them. Hey, they don't know these things.
Awuthi ngilambhe namhlanje ufuna ukuthi nginvestele 10 years.
But there's this trick that I saw on social media. This guy was talking about how to, accumulate wealth.
Sure.
Buying things in the name of a trust.
Sure.
Even if you can pay it, they can come and fetch it.
Sure.
Don't say I said it. But anyway.
Yeah.
We don't do trusts.
Yeah.
And if you look at a trust is there to ensure that everyone that is a beneficiary to the trust is well taken care of.
Sure.
You know, there we will never find Tsepiso crying because he has to go buy a sneaker of 3,000. You know,
because everyone is
because
taking
now
care
everyone gets something from a trust which the parents ensured that they do it for their children.
Yeah, and
you know, the burden of being the older brother is taken off, or being the older sister is taken off your shoulders because there's a trust, there was a will. And with the will, it's also nice because you had your fair share, he had his fair share, I had my fair share.
Whether you are happy or not happy, we don't care.
If you are not happy, go argue with the person in the grave. That's on you.
So how do we fix this thing, Yama forum? Usbusiso, I think, can attest to that from as someone from Soweto. As soon as abantu abadala bashona, it becomes a whole thing because a family house.
Okay.
Yeah.
With that one, I think you'll have to have another episode on estates.
Sure.
When it comes to estates, we are going to speak about trusts, wills, administration of estates as a whole. The thing with these family houses is that there is a title deed, for one. The title deed will stipulate that I, Robert, I am leaving my house to my son. On the title deed, they are beneficiaries to that house, right? If you're not on the beneficiary list of that house, how on earth do you come and fight for it?
Well, to be honest.
Okay, let's look at it. I'm not on the list, but my father was on the list.
Correct. And
I do have a right to come and fight because my father was on the list and he's dead.
Correct, yeah.
But I am nowhere related to you and I'm fighting for it. I'm your third cousin from Malume's Mangma.
Family house.
And because we used to come and visit your Makoko, we say, I keep family house. No.
Ish.
Estates, guys, it's a very broad thing. As we go back to the black text, that's where it leads to also, you know. Because my sisters are used to me taking care of them. I pass on, leaving my wife and children. They come and take my death certificate and the ID, right? And they want to now control my estate. Because Kidotama,
sure.
Which causes more problems. The person that has the right to control that estate, if alive, is my wife. But because now, are they gonna make sure that it's a living hell?
That's why you even find those stories whereby the wife is taking the family to court.
Exactly.
I was about to say, yeah. No, same thing. I was gonna ask, what's the way forward to that? I'm guessing
it's preparing a will.
Oh,
you know, it's preparing a will.
Do you have to pay to do a will?
No, you don't pay for a will. I know of a few organizations, also banks, do them for free, especially if you're banking with them. They do it for free. I know the organization which is leading in South Africa, Legal Aid. Most people don't like it because they say, hey, which that's wrong. They are very good at what they do.
Sure.
Every year in September, they assist with drafting of wills.
Only September.
Only in September. They've got a week in September whereby they assist with that. But they do not keep the will with them. It goes back to you because they don't administer the wills. If you feel that you don't want to have your will in your house, you can always go to certain places like Capital Legacy. Capital Legacy, they do administer your will. Sanlam does administer your will. There's a lot of places.
And then when you die, who reads that will?
They will send a representative to come and read the will. But the will be read only to the people that were listed on the will.
Oh, okay. Yeah, which makes
sense. Not girlfriend.
So, and well, there's this thing where people are contesting wills these days.
Girlfriend?
Yeah, the girlfriend can come and contest the will. Well, this
must
person
sign it for more than 6 months.
No, this person has been taking care of me since we've been together. if they can prove,
I've seen that.
if they can prove that she has been your life partner for over that period of time,
But about the bank statement,
they can benefit
Michael
something from your
Fandalans.
estate.
my gents kalangan becha
You know, nah, it's not only that. It's not only with bank statements. It's also your family can actually screw you over. If I want to tell you the truth, but that's only if they like her. You know, if they don't like her, fuck her.
Oh my god.
You know. So what they do is, we will want proof that you were being supported by this person. Affidavits from the families that agree that no, but why? Fede, even if there were no children.
Goddamn.
So the best way, prepare your will while you still have time. I mean, you can do your will now, Tsipi, so even if you've got 500 in your account, you still want that 500 to go to somebody that you want, you know? So you prepare your will now, and as you accumulate your wealth, you add things to your will. You can amend your will as many times as you want.
So it's not a death sentence. You only do it muscles off.
You can amend it. You can even amend it on your deathbed.
Is it?
As long as you are still sound in mind and still able to sign and consent to it, you can amend it. You know? Yeah.
And then what happens when someone doesn't respect the will?
Well, we take it to court. And when it gets to court, an order is granted, whether for or against.
Okay, question, ne?
Now, if you are going to challenge a will, you must have all your eggs in the basket. Must have them all. You must know your story. You must not come. The thing with the will is it doesn't work on hearsay. No, my dad told me that I'm going to get his BMW and the house. No, but the will doesn't say that. The will says you are getting 50 rand. That's it. If you want to contest it and tell us that your father told you this, he's dead. We're not going to go and ask him.
If you were that brain dead child, I leave you my books.
You know? So wills and trusts, that's a topic that goes with administration of deceased estates. And with black tax in the way, guys,
I wanted to ask that before Spoo touches on his points. Like, do you think it's best that you sometimes like call that family that's benefiting from your salary or your whatever, and you sit them down and you say, chiefs, from now on, this is what I'm going to do.
Don't say chiefs.
No, yes, yes, like, do you find it best that you maybe like you call them and then you sit down with them and you be like, okay, guys, I'm now in this situation, me and this person, or even I alone. From now on, this is what I want to contribute, and then I'm doing so because I've got my own goals. And if you don't understand, then don't even take the little that I'm offering.
No, sometimes it is best to call your family and sit them down and show them that, guys, as much as I am willing to help, I mean, these people are now part of your monthly budget. You know, if there's any changes, the least you could do is let them know. You know, sit them down, inform them. If they don't want to understand, then it's on them, because if we are to be honest, you are going to maintain them till you die.
Some you're encouraging them to make more kids.
You know, some are gonna have thousands and thousands of kids. How can I get to Malome everywhere?
Malome sweet.
You know, you don't even have, you won't have that opportunity.
Yeah.
I mean, when I left to Northern Cape, when I started working in the Northern Cape, my father said one thing to me. I took you to school so that you can edify yourself, grow yourself, right? You have no responsibility taking care of your siblings, which is true. I have no responsibility. I'm not obligated to do it. I did it out of my own free will and the kindness. You understand? Now, when I come and say, I can no longer do 1, 2, 3 for you, I'm not waiting for you to say, oh, no, I understand. No.
Can I ask this one?
You have to understand.
Can I ask this one? Sorry, like the more something.
No.
But yes. Because they give it right. What about those that black text that comes from the girlfriend's family or the wife's family?
Yeah, but
now that's one of the other things that actually happens. You meet this girl, you love her, you're trying to build, right? Then they start picky. Yazu mama ushotange 1, 2, 3. Because of your kindness, you will help.
Yes,
right.
True.
It now becomes a problem now when it's demanded that you do so. You understand? It is okay to help out when and only when you want to. Then we can't call it black tax. You're helping because you want to. But now when they make it an obligation that every month when I'm 1,000 rand,
and among
what about love? I once
then uzolobola food.
I once had like this.
You must calculate if you're doing it. Calculate your man, so that when we go for lobola, you know, like
deducting this.
I once had this story whereby there was this like this guy, like he was taking care like of the girlfriend's family, not his family.
That's
like
crazy.
it was black text.
reverse black
yeah, like reverse.
Yeah, mara lapho ke kushuthi abo anti banayo right ukuthi ya wena uloyo ubhuti wami.
Yeah.
No, Bona, that one if we were to be black, very black.
Yeah.
Brag about black up in Tibo Loile.
Yeah. Nevele
Oh, maybe a twin love, yeah.
Like
can you close it in township economy?
How are you going to support your girlfriend's family and not yours? No. Usibalo keeping go.
Usibalo kufanele akuhlanganisa abantu.
Look ya gau mfana inagane no ayo jwalo. Scary. No.
No, just to ping one thing. Okay. This is we're trying to find the solution to all of this.
Yeah.
You spoke about trust. You spoke about wheels, you know.
Sitting
What
down.
other sitting down is there any other solution that you have for growth of the black economy that they can use to make sure that they're not stuck on black tax? So
Right. For starters, I believe in many banks these days, you've got your investors that those guys that look at
FNB,
your profile, that
sure.
your private bankers like myself. I've got my own private banker, which ensures that whatever that I need financially, he can assist me with. It is, I think for us black people, it is difficult for you to go sit down and listen to a person tell you about how to use your money.
Spend your money.
It is very difficult. But when your mother tells you, hey, you even want to fight her, you know, because you know some of the money goes to her.
Yeah.
As you said, sitting down with the family and informing the family or guys, this is the little that I can do. I can't do as I used to do. Whether you're in a relationship or not, it has to be, they need to respect that boundary. If you don't have a boundary when it comes to finances, trust me, they are going to feel entitled. And the moment you start saying, I never feel to Gasakhon, Juang.
Ne?
Then
You know,
Don't you think honali inaya Asian yaza baba yonkwatela mara mina I'm having a conversation here. Inaya that tax ilako relationship in.
no, that one.
I don't want to say people pay to be in relationships. I don't want to say
No, that one.
even though it is like that.
That one will go
Girlfriend
back to it,
allowance.
and I still say, willingly so, you will give your girlfriend whatever money that you give her. I don't believe in girlfriend allowance.
Yeah.
Mama, if you pegile, sorry, but I don't believe. You know?
Yeah.
I believe in doing things at my own free will.
Sure.
If I go with you and I buy you a pair of sneakers, to me that's not tax. That's me doing it. Out of my own goodness. You don't come and want to demand that I must give you 5,000 a month.
So it's tax if it's demanded. Ne?
If it's demanded, it's tax.
So
because if you go to SARS does not ask you, can we have so much? It takes it.
So basically, like those that I got like the relationships whereby they tell you that I will want this and this every month and you must give me. So the minute you agree to that, it means you are signing up for that tax. So, okay,
Signing up for the tax.
But for to go in a relationship, yeah,
Maravele, shout out to those that are doing it and they are happy.
Sure. And then also, guys, also it's not only bad, you know, that we are doing in South Africa. I also saw that our economy is very resilient. Namanje, there's wars all over, but the petrol is, you know, compared to other countries, it's a bit well. So there are things that we are doing, like not just white people and black people, like Abo Stockfell, Abo Masnwabisan and all of that. I feel like some of those things can be explored. Why don't we have our own bank?
Speaking of Masnwabisane, you know that funeral parlors are actually making millions.
They make bank, dog, and everyone is gonna die.
And still we don't have trust as black
business you
people.
must consider.
You understand? But now how do you get into that business? Do you have to have 10 million in your account or
Escaping a life cover?
No, I actually checked it out earlier this year because we were doing something with the gents, the Society Samachita. We've got a club. So I went and did a little bit of research on what does it take to actually have a payroll society and register it, you know, whole thing. I just needed 250 members.
really?
And then that's it.
That's
Registered
crazy, bro.
250 members and that's it.
I contact list again more than 500 people.
But that's just the top of the iceberg.
Sure.
There's still more things that you're going to need. You're going to need a place. You're going to need. It's a lot.
Yeah.
You know, equipment. You need certificates even to go through with that.
Sure.
But one thing, black people, guys, no. The tax is too much. The tax is too much.
They must take it down.
Even Tsepiso, I'm telling you, you live with your family, you buy groceries, they still demand more. That's where the boundary needs to be set. And once you set that boundary, find yourself a financial advisor that will give you the information that you need in order for you to grow your own money.
So that you don't have black tax.
I mean, you know this saying, "Yachale, motho le motho tla ja mofufutso wa phatla ya gagwe."
Yeah.
But now you have your family that's feeding off your sweat, and none of them are willing to actually go out and sweat. I understand if your parents are elderly. You know, I understand Makoko Lumtala. I can't expect Makoko Lumtala Balospan. But I expect my sister, my brother. Emela Papa. Go work. Because at the end of the day, if I die, you're gonna trouble my son, you're gonna trouble my wife. You want to that sense of entitlement, you're gonna want that entitlement. Look at how.
Because you feel like you have a right.
You know, there's this conversation, I actually had it with my father sometime, and I was like, it is high time we taught my younger brother that not everything in the house belongs to you.
Yeah.
Damn.
Because now there is Uma Indlin. You understand?
Yeah.
So now, when you die, and there are these people that were entitled, and they come and they want to claim things that they say belong to you, only to find that you did not buy that car, you did not buy that house, you did not buy anything in that house. Everything was bought by your wife.
Yeah.
But because they've got sense of entitlement,
Sure.
Damn. Well, yeah, no, I absolutely believe in the crazy world. Some of the people wait for the people to die. It's, hey, so I can inherit the house. Or anything else.
Oh, Bambula.
Yeah,
You know that lady.
It's an absolute crazy world, you know. I think we can absolutely extend this conversation to.
Yeah.
You
Part
can take
three.
this is. We need a part 3 actually.
Yeah.
This is maybe it's gonna be a season of it, probably one time actually. But yeah, we're gonna have to end it here. But absolutely, thank you for the insights, and thank you so much for coming. Actually, we wish to spend a little more time digging into this.
Well, I was very interested in it because I've seen how many men it has destroyed. I'm not saying it hasn't destroyed women. There are women that are still going through it even now. Some had plans to leave their families, but because they found themselves in those positions whereby I have a younger sister, I have a younger brother to take care of, they couldn't. And it's all in the name of Ubuntu.
Yeah.
And I said, to what extent does Ubuntu go, you know? Because Ubuntu, tsepiso batla 5 rand. Kosane tsepiso batla 10 rand. It increases.
It becomes a burden now.
You know, and you find you're not even earning that much. When you buy yourself a pair of sneakers, what the hell? Am I not supposed to live my or enjoy the money that I worked for?
You worked for it, sure.
Yeah, just to conclude, if we look at, I don't know which camera actually, what advice would you give to a black boy?
That one.
Yeah, to a black boy listening to you right now.
The only thing that you could do for yourself is work hard in order for you to get out of that comfort zone. I know it's not easy. It has never been easy. Even for myself, it wasn't easy. The goal is not to die where you were born. The goal is not to remain stagnant in life. Push. Whether it's you selling sweets on the street, going and becoming a dagger boy, push. Black tax will always be there, but set boundaries. If you don't have it, tell them, this month, you know, that's the only thing that I could say. Black man, build yourself. No one is coming to save you. No one is going to build you if you don't build yourself.
Dankos.
Hey, thank you, man.
Until next time, Mind Over Money Matters.
Hola.
Scary.
I feel like these things want to fall to all.
You want to come here?